Dear students, this is chapter number 4, class 10. The one topic is empirical and molecular formula, and that I have sent you in another video, and this video will deal with the remaining two topics that are in your course, that is vapor density and percentage composition. Now let's see the definition of first vapor density. Vapor density is the ratio of the weight of certain volume of any gas X divided by, or you can say it is the ratio of weight of same volume of gas hydrogen. Volumes should be same, and we will take the weight of the two gases, the gas X and of hydrogen. If we are taking the weight of 1 liter of hydrogen, then we will take the weight of 1 liter of gas X on the top. Both should be at the same condition of temperature and pressure, or you can say that both should be at STP. And if you multiply 2 with vapor density, you will get the molecular weight. So let's take one example from your book only. You can see here on page number 86, the first question I have solved in the notes, so that you can see from your book, from the notes. And now here I will tell you the second question. Just see the second question. A gas cylinder holds 85 gram of a gas X, and the same cylinder when filled with hydrogen holds 8.5 gram of hydrogen under the same condition of temperature and pressure. Calculate the molecular weight of X. Now in this case, they have given you, not directly, but they have just given you the hint. The same cylinder means the volume is same. So we are not concerned with the volume here. So we have to calculate first the vapor density. So we'll write here first the vapor density will be equal to the weight of the volume of gas X, that is 85 gram has been given in the question. So we'll write 85 gram divided by the weight of same volume of gas hydrogen, because the hydrogen gas has been filled in the same cylinder and the weight has been given as 8.5 grams. So we'll write here 8.5 gram. Now you just solve it and we'll get 10. And there is no unit of vapor density because it is a ratio. So vapor density comes out to be 10 here. Both are under same condition of temperature and pressure, so there is no need for any alteration here. And now we have to find the molecular weight. So we'll write molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density, that is equal to 2 into 10, that is equal to 20 gram. Now here you will write the unit because molecular weight is written in grams. So this is the answer. Now in question number 3, you can see here that you have to calculate the molecular mass of 290 ml of a gas at 17 degrees Celsius and 1520 mm pressure, which weighs 2.73 gram at STP, and 1 liter of hydrogen at STP has been given 0.09 gram. So I have to convert this volume at STP. So for this you will use the formula P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. In this case, you will take on one side the pressure and temperature given in your question, and pressure and temperature on the other side you can take it STP. Here it is given 1520 mm. Here you can take 760 mm. Here it is given 17 degrees Celsius. So you will convert it by adding 273. It will become 290 K, and here you will get 273 K. Volume, first volume has been given. The other volume we will calculate. V2 you will get from here. Suppose you get here volume as X ml. Now the weight of this X ml has been given to you in your question as 2.73 gram, and now convert it into 1000 ml. So when you get in 1000 ml, you will, suppose you get the answer as Y. So the vapor density you will calculate as Y divided by the volume of hydrogen has been given as 0.09. You just divide it by 0.09, and then whatever vapor density you will get, multiplied by 2, and you will get the molecular weight as the answer. So this you have to try on your own, and then see that your answer matches with the answer given in your book, that is 111.11 gram. Only first 3 questions you have to do in this case. 4, 5, 6 are dealing with mole concept also, so leave this. Only do first, second and third question in your assignment copy. Now next topic is percentage composition. Percentage composition, although you have read in class 9th, if you haven't, then I am sharing the video that you can see from there also. But percentage composition in this class, suppose I have given you CO2 and I have asked you to find the percentage of carbon. Percentage of carbon. So first thing you have to do is find the molecular weight of CO2. Atomic mass of C is 12 plus 16 of oxygen into 2. This you have already learned. How to find the molecular weight. This will come out to be 44 gram. Now I have asked you to find the percentage of carbon. So carbon is how much here? It is 12. So we'll write here 12 divided by total weight into 100. And whatever by solving it you will get it. You will write it here up to 2 decimal of the places. So this is the percentage composition. In this you don't have to find the percentage of all the components in the compound. Here the component that has been asked in the question, that only you will find. Now here you can see some different types of questions also that has been given in your book. Let's take one example from percentage composition. You can take from here question number 1. You can do from here carbon and carbon dioxide I have already done, sodium and sodium carbonate, and aluminium in aluminum nitride. Similar is the second question, and the third question, these all are similar. The fourth question is slightly different. Calculate the percentage of pure aluminium in 10 kg of aluminium oxide of 90% purity. Now here the first thing we'll do is find the molecular weight of the fourth question. Aluminium oxide, just find the molecular weight of that. So that you will get is 2 into 27, because atomic mass of aluminium is 27, plus 16 into 3. So that is 54 plus 48, and that is 102 gram. Now in this case you can see in 102 gram of aluminium oxide you have how much aluminium? You have 54 gram of aluminium. Now in the question you can see here it is given 10 kg of aluminium oxide of 90% purity, means 90% of 10,000, that will come out to be 9,000 gram. So if 102 gram of aluminium oxide contain 54 gram of aluminium, then how many gram of aluminium will be there in 9,000 gram of aluminium oxide? So that you have to calculate. That is 54 into 9,000 divided by 102. This much gram of aluminium will be present in 9,000 gram of aluminium oxide. Now I have to find the percentage of aluminium. So aluminium percentage, this you can solve or you can directly put here also. Aluminium percentage is the weight of the aluminium that we have calculated here, divided by the total weight into 100. So this is the weight of the aluminium. We'll write as it is, divided by the total weight of the aluminium oxide is 10 kg. Convert it into grams and you will get here 10,000 in grams into 100. So this will cancel out, and the final answer you will get is 47.64%. So this much aluminium is present in 9,000 gram of aluminum oxide, because this is of 90% purity. So I have taken at 9,000 gram. This you can show here also, that is 90% of 10 kg, that is 10,000, and that is 9,000 grams. So here you will get the aluminium percentage as 47.64. Similarly, you can do this question also. This already you have learned. Here make one change. Here there is not carbon, is not there. Here it is calcium carbonate. Just make one change here. Make it calcium carbonate in the sixth question. There is a mistake here. And this is similar question to what I have told you of question number 4. 7th you have already done in class 9th also. In this we have to find the percentage of water crystallization, that is 0.5 water. This you will put on the top, and total weight into 100. And this is again a modified form of this question. In this the answer has been given, you have to find the value of x. So just make an equation. Let's see how we can make an equation in this case. You can make one equation of this. Here you have been given calcium sulfate 0.x water. So just find the molecular weight of calcium sulfate, that is 40 plus 32 plus 64 plus 18x. That is you will get 136 plus 18x. So the weight of water of crystallization is 18x. So 18x divided by total weight into 100 is equal to, the answer has been given as 21%. So that is 21. Now if you solve this equation mathematically, you will get the value of x as 2.001 or something like this. So just take it as a whole number because x can never be in fraction. So you will get the answer as CSO 4.2 water. This is the answer because we don't take x value in fraction, and just round it and you will get this answer. By solving it mathematically, just cross multiply it and make an equation and solve it and you will get this answer. So try all these questions in your assignment copy. This much is included. Mole concept has been removed from your syllabus, but if you are interested, I will share one more video of mole concept. You can see from that.